Scottsdale City Council Mayoral Candidates Forum on Public Safety. My name is John Gulick and I will serve as tonight's moderator. I wish to thank the sponsors of this forum tonight. They are the Police Officers of Scottsdale Association and the Scottsdale Firefighters Association. Again, thank you. Candidates, thank you for attending this office of the Mayor of the City of Scottsdale, thank you for participating in the Public Safety Forum. All three candidates were issued invitations who have filed for ballot eligibility for the election that's going to be held on August 28th, 2012. And we are pleased to have Mr. John Washington and Mr. Bernhardt here as candidates for this discussion tonight. Mayor Jim Lane was unable to attend. Eventually, one of these candidates will hold the office of mayor as selected by the voters, and every one of your votes counts. Under the Scottsdale City Charter, as an elected mayor together with city council members, you are granted the power to act to protect and safeguard the rights, interests, safety, morality, health, and welfare of the city and its inhabitants. You are asking the voter to give you the political office to exercise this authority. Administratively, this power is currently implemented through the city's Public Safety Department, headed by Public Safety Chief Alan Rodbell, and includes the city's Police Department, headed by Police Chief Rodbell, and the city's Fire Department, headed by Fire Chief Garrett Olson. This combination provides the Department of Public Safety a team of professionals who manage all levels of emergency response for Scottsdale. On process, our subject matter tonight is public safety. Candidates, please confine your participation to the subject matter. There will be plenty of opportunities to discuss all those other great ideas in another forum. Our process tonight, please focus on me, the moderator, not because it's about me, but we want to try and keep some order in the process here. And our timekeeper, Lois, thank you, Lois, very much. And this will only really be for introductions, the topic discussion to give you some warnings in your closing statements. And this is timekeeping is meant to help you all out with monitoring the time. Our introductions of the candidates, each of you will be allowed 3 minutes to introduce yourself, beginning with Mr. Washington and then followed by Mr. Bernhardt. Our timekeeper, Lois, will signal that you have 30 seconds left with the yellow paddle here left on your time. Please conclude your statement within the allotted time. At the conclusion of introductions, we will proceed to the topics for discussion of public safety. With our introductions, we'll limit to 3 minutes. Please, Mr. Washington.
My name is John Washington. I'm running for mayor of Scottsdale. I very much appreciate you hosting this event, and I appreciate what you do as police and firefighters. And I have great respect for that. I've never been a policeman, I've never been a firefighter, and I won't pretend to understand what all your needs are. All I can do is share with you a little bit about my background and what sort of perspective that gives me as potentially someone who might be asked to lead the city if the voters go along with that. I graduated from pilot training at Williams Air Force Base back about 25 years ago. And I spent all my active duty career there. I chose to live in downtown Scottsdale when I met my lovely wife, Carrie, who is a Scottsdale native. We have a 7-year-old daughter who is a 5th generation Scottsdale native. We have a significant connection to the history of Scottsdale, a significant appreciation for where we came from as a community and what we'd like to protect and nurture to take us into the future. As far as my experience is concerned, I don't think anybody can really appreciate what the police and firefighters have to deal with every day if they haven't worn a uniform. As an Air Force pilot, I had it relatively easy, but at the same time, I understand that there are risks in everything that military officers do and that our police and fire folks do as well. Drew obviously was a Marine, you probably know that, and I think we have some commonality there. Just a quick anecdote. When I was processing through to enter training at Williams, we had to go to the med shed, the flight surgeon's office. One of the first things we had to do was take our boots off and get our toe prints taken. And one of the guys that was in my class piped up and asked the old chief master sergeant that was processing us, "Well, gee, Chief, why are we doing this? You already have our fingerprints." And Chief said, this kid was an Academy grad, by the way, Air Force Academy grad. Chief says to the kid, he says, "Well, why do you think you wear those boots?" And the kid says, "Well, gee, that's so if we eject out of the airplane over rough terrain, we won't twist our ankles when we land on the ground." And the chief kind of laughed, and looked at the guy and said, "No, son, that's because if you crash, whatever's in the boots is all that's left." And I can tell you, that sort of comment puts things into perspective for me. And I understand that if you wear a bullet-resistant vest or fire-retardant clothes to work, you are due a certain amount of respect because of that. And you have my respect. You have my appreciation for what you do. And I think I will always take that respect and appreciation into any decision-making that I am accorded as Mayor of Scottsdale. So thank you for your service.
Hi everyone, I'm Drew Bernhardt. I'm running for Mayor of Scottsdale. I am a former Marine Corps officer and combat veteran of Desert Storm. And I have never run for political office before, never held any political office. And I have no interests with the city at all. I'm a small business owner, but have no interests with the city or business with the city in any shape or form. And I think we have something special if we do have a new First Lady of Scottsdale. My wife Kathy attended the Citizens Police Academy, which I think might be a first for a First Lady of Scottsdale, so I appreciate her coming here tonight. When I heard a few months ago, back 4 months ago, that the mayor was running unopposed, it really concerned me. Like many of you who are here tonight who are concerned about the direction of the city, I was very concerned as well. And at that time, no one was stepping up to run against the mayor. And I felt that the citizens of Scottsdale deserve to have two people on the ballot and have a voice in this election. And as I said, I've never run for office before, don't have any experience in doing this. I'm a regular guy with 2 boys and my wife. We live in McDowell Mountain Ranch. We love this city. And I was concerned about a lot of the things that were happening in the city, as many of you are. And when I began to walk all the neighborhoods and talk to people and gather signatures, there were 3 main issues that kept coming up over and over again. One is preserving the unique character of our city. Scottsdale is very special. And over the last couple of years, you've seen rapid overdevelopment and congestion with high-rise apartment buildings and just an out-of-control zoning process violating all of our rules, which is just not in the character of our city. Secondly is public safety and emergency preparedness. I'm the only candidate in this race who's been talking about emergency preparedness. The first thing that I want to do on day 1 in this job is make sure that we have a very robust emergency preparedness plan, that we work with the police chief and the fire chief and the other critical roles in the city to be able to make sure that we're prepared for any emergency. And public safety is all about the safety of our neighborhoods. And right now, I don't get the sense that people are feeling as safe as they did a couple years ago in Scottsdale. Serious crime is up 10% 2011 over 2010. And part of the main issue is the entertainment district, the bar district. It's out of control and we've got to do something about it, and I hope we can talk about that tonight. The third issue that's on everybody's mind is jobs, 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 and filling all these vacant commercial buildings around the city. It's critical. My neighbors, a lot of my neighbors are out of work, and we need to make sure that we're looking at our taxes and our regulations and all the policies in the city. So I'm looking forward to a great, robust conversation tonight. I hope that I can bring for the city leadership and experience and a conservative philosophy of government. Thank you.
Thank you.